It is the best show in town. It is the best LGBTQI issue. So darling, why haven't you subscribed? Monday to Thursday, bringing you breaking news wahala. On Friday, sex, education. And Saturday, burning questions. You know, all those questions you've been thinking of asking. Saturday is the day for you, darling. Ask your questions about religion, your questions about what you want to know about us, your question about anything. You can access anything on Saturdays doing burning questions. And you know one thing, you could to be the lucky winner to win our giveaways on Saturdays. And on Sundays, to crown it all, we have the market woman and shade girls. So darling, why do you want to miss out on all these interesting things? Help this channel by clicking the subscribe button.
Welcome to Kiro Talk Breaking News Wahala. And today on the program, there is a popular video that has been trending, and we have decided to talk about it. Now, we all know that parties is a place for us to unwind, have fun, be who we are, and like a safe space for us to be ourselves. Now, there is a popular LGBTQI party, let me call it LGBTQI party, that was recorded that showed a lot of gay members having fun with themselves. It even featured our very own activist, Matu Blaze, also grinding and winding to the music and to the body on the floor, like Jennifer Lopez. But this has caused for concern, as many people have been saying that they would boycott LGBTQI parties. Others have been complaining, just different here and there, pandas, just blame games, all up and down. But here on Kiro Talk, we look at the issues, we dissect it, and we just give our own candid opinions. So guys, watch the video before we come back and give you our balanced, candid opinions. Please watch. So now that we are back, parties are no new thing, Chimiweze. Parties, we have parties all over everywhere in the world. But the only issue in this is that this is an LGBTQI party. And then someone is videoing and recording. Does the person have the right, first of all?
To video and record. Yes, everybody has a right to expression, has a right to film. If you lay down the rules before people get into the party, then people may understand. So, for example, if I get to a party and they say no phones, no videoing, no recording from the door, from the security, from the checkpoint, then I know I don't have that right. So, if I'm going to enter into that space, I'm going to consent to that agreement, that verbal or written agreement posted at the door or with the ticket. So, there are so many questions to ask. When the people came for the party, did they tell them, no, I've literally gone for a party where you have to submit your codes, submit your phones, and they will assign you a number. And once the party is over, you go with the card, the ticket card, and you collect back your possession. So there are so many things to prevent things like this. I feel the organizers of these parties did not take measures in securing the community and securing their guests that were coming to that party. Because at the end of the whole day, you cannot say everybody will have one particular sense or IQ. Everybody will be foolish or will be wise or will be whoever they are, goofy. So we need to set out rules and regulations that are going to protect and are at the interest of all your guests coming to an LGBTQ parties in countries that are still in a homophobic setting and being queer is illegal. Over to you, Mr. Chaffo.
So for me, I would say this, that we can continue to blame the organizers as much as we want. Obviously, they have a blame. I would have expected good organizing, but community members are a terrible set of people to organize. LGBTI community members, they are the worst, I would say the worst. This is coming from me, the worst set of people to organize. I myself, I've hosted a few parties, and trust me, it was hell on earth. Even kids are better managed. Kids parties I've hosted, I manage them better than community members' party. They would even make their own rules and still break those rules. You will come out, because one thing I do mostly on parties I host, I ask that, let's lay some ground rules, and the ground rules will not come from me. Each person will nominate a ground rule, and if we all agree with it, it becomes a rule. and then we stick with it. But guess what? Community member will let those who that, oh, maybe do not press your phone when you are in the party, don't do this, no forming, no class, this and this. You must respect people, don't laugh at people, no unnecessary chit chat. They will be the one to break every single one, or even people that will not recommend that rules will be the one to break it. Half of the time, most of people are on their phones, pressing, chatting, texting, doing all sort of rubbish. We don't know. So community members are very hard to organize. A lot of organizers must have seen this want to play out and must have even tried to even say, okay, let's do it like this. Let's make people. Maybe the Nigerian LGBTQI space will reject it and say, no, we don't want. How we deal with our phone and this and that. Do you want us to miss our phone? Many events have been organized. That organizers will come and community members will come there. They will be stealing. You see, organizer, what will organizers do? Imagine island experience that we went for. Had 100 and something people in just one island. Please, how many people will the organizers watch? Obviously, they can't watch everybody, but still, people were stealing, people were doing all sorts of things, people were misbehaving, people were doing rubbish. Basically, community members can't even organize themselves. Despite the fact that it's despite the fact that the community is small and we know each other, we'll still mess up ourselves. So, as much as I feel like, on one hand, it would have been, it's bad organizing. I get your point too, but sometimes the community, the Nigerian community space, are very, very hard people to manage. To be honest, to very, very hard. Yeah, if I've not hosted parties and will not be saying that, I would have felt that truly the organizer should be blamed. But I've hosted, even we ourselves, we know what we face in the hands of some community members in this community. Talk less of when you now organize party. They start saying, yeah, especially when it's paid. They say we are paid money. What's the meaning of this rubbish? We paid our money now. Say we already paid, we already this thing, and won't use our money. They will start making money, and then you leave it to become a free for all. And when it becomes a free for all, they will now come back and blame the organizer when something goes wrong. Oh, the organizer was not, they were not well grounded, they were not well this. And the organizer to say, but guys, this is what you wanted. So I feel like for community members, this is just, for me, it's just a show of shame. The organizers in LGBTQI events, as Chimeze has said, you guys should step up to the platter. It's done everywhere. You can see spoon. I think that the best thing that we can take from here is the fact that for people's safety, maybe your own approach should be done, whereby organizers, we know the kind of community we have, but they should take tougher measures. And it's not clear if you paid your money or not. If you cannot follow our rules, then get a refund and go back home. Take the next bus, the available bus to your house, and go and sleep.
Yes, you
Yeah,
get bouncers to bounce them
to
out
bounce
like me.
to, to,
Darling, if I organize my party, you misbehave. I am the star of the party. You cannot dress better than me. You cannot outshine me, and you cannot carry a more expensive phone than me. But please seize it. It is only me,
so,
darling.
so, so,
But
you
on
know,
the good side, let's not forget on the good side, we saw Matthew Blaze eating. Ha! Did you see that part? Yeah,
my
rocking,
dear, my
my
dear,
dear.
the way he
Ah,
pressed, the way he pressed that guy like fufu.
that boy is a second-hand commodity. Ah, if your father see you, is that my son? Ah,
Wait,
there's a part where your father will be like, okay, you are gay, maybe you are the top, but when they see them press you, that.
my dear, the way that boy was pressed, even a gege bread. Please, I don't even want to remember that this thing. When I was watching video, I was just laughing. Even the other part when they were playing traditional song, I say, is this song Lagos State?
I remember that was the first thing that I said. I was like, is that the Gele music? Ha!
I say, is this song,
Is it
is
New
this song,
Year Festival?
I mean, August State. I mean, was it August meeting? I mean, who made the town? Things I cannot do. So organizers of events, for people not to abuse you guys, maybe you guys need to start taking tougher measures and do not care who gets offended. You guys should be able to make the big decisions because that's what makes big leaders or big organizations. If you decide to make the big decisions for safety of people and committee members, please try and reduce your pride and your difficulty to manage. You guys should just go with the flow, respect rules, be much more respectful and coordinate yourselves well. And that's our offering for Q Talk for this episode. Don't forget
And
to
kudos
like,
to the organizers. Before we forget, it's really bravery that you people could organize such a wonderful party. Kudos to you
yeah,
from Kiwi
yeah, that's
Talk
true.
and more,
We're
more,
really
more
glad.
wins. More wins
Yeah.
on your own end.
We thank them for making such event. If not for people like them, probably a lot of us would have died of boredom. But thank you guys for doing that wonderful. That's our offering for Kilo Talk for this episode. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And as usual, we bring you good news or bad news and whatever news you take. But just know one thing for sure. It's always breaking news wahala over here in this side. Next episode.
Peace out.